this is
Guy. Now, Kai, what have we done with, what is all of this about?
This is for the Powerup competition.
Correct. All right. Now, I'm going to be asking you questions about each of the planes that we designed, and we're going to go through all the planes. We're going to say which design designs we're going to enter into the competition.
So, this is Dodo, and I believe the clip is playing. So this Dodo didn't fly perfect. It failed very badly. I think it's because of the elevators on the wings, or maybe because it's too wide. I guess we'll never know, but maybe Powerup will know. And this one was a fail. So this is the Dodo.
Can you describe the design? What does it have in it?
Elevators on the wings, elevators next to where the Powerup is supposed to be, which is bad, because then the wind is going to be pushing. It won't allow the elevators to work.
Now, do you remember why it has elevators on the wings?
Yes, so it can go up.
Well, it was actually a different design to start with, remember?
Yes,
it was actually much wider.
It was much wider, and we already had elevators there.
And we had a keel on the bottom where that glue was.
This glue was a
And that was that a failure or was that a success the other time?
failure.
Complete failure. And the Dodo's been a failure. All right.
Flight 2, Dodo, no effects, is a go.
Next one.
The next one I like to call Boomerang. The other name was a spoiler for a movie. Okay, so the Boomerang flew horribly. I thought it would fly well because the wide wings and short wings, so it could glide up, except maybe I got it off center, or maybe my design is just bad.
All right, so we're going to say that this one was a failure.
Failure.
Okay, failure.
Boom, boom. Okay, this is prototype Kaboom Boomerang, flight 1, no effects, tape added. Let's see how it flies. Okay, going to 60, starting off. Went under. Flight 2, Kaboom Boomerang. Thrust going at 70, 80. Kaboom Boomerang realizes we have to throw it from the bottom. Starting off at 70. Straight off down.
Boomerang was a failure. All right, next one.
This one I created, put some tape at the bottom like the Kaboom Boomerang. Like the Boomerang. And this plane is fairly small. It flew, except it didn't fly for long. This was called Prototype 6, so it wasn't a real version. We're going to make a bigger one. We're going to try and enter it before he's talking. Prototype 6! Flight 4 is a go. 100! Flight across! This prototype worked extremely well. I will make a bigger one and it hopes it will fly well.
And what did we learn about this one?
We learned that small planes without heaviness can fly faster and therefore further.
Okay, but this design was a good design, wasn't it?
Yes.
It just wasn't big enough.
I'm going to hold it up to the camera.
Okay. All right. The next one.
I believe is the penguin.
No. The next one is this one. Yes, it is. You're right. It is a penguin.
So the penguin is the version of the next plane that we're going to be showing off, except the back is just cut off. This didn't originate from anything. It failed, and I'm going to show it up to the camera. This is something that my brother designed. It's called the penguin, and we're gonna fly it, right? Prepare for launch. Take off. Failed.
Good.
Okay.
All right.
So next we have. Oh, did you want to ask a question?
I don't.
Okay. So next we have this, the ostrich. The ostrich is a plane with the elevators, the fins, no keel attached, and 2 pieces of tape right here. My dad made this. I made
Do you want to hold
6
it up?
and kaboom boomerang and boomerang. So this ostrich is looking like it won't fly, right? But the wide wings, the fins, and the elevators saved the day.
Hey guys, we're flying the Ostrich today, and we're just using the wide glider setting, and apparently this is really fast.
So today we are going to fly this beautiful plane called the Ostrich. And you might think, what can an ostrich do? It can not fly. It's a very good plane, and in the clip we're about to show,
Launched into the wind!
What was the biggest surprise for you out of all these designs that we came up with?
this one. I thought it would be a failure and it would go really slow. I thought this plane, we would just launch it like somehow like this without our hands getting into the propellers, but we ended up launching it like this and like this. And something I learned from this plane is that speed is never the key. It's always control.
I haven't gotten a plane in a pretty long time.
Now, of all these designs, which one are we submitting for the competition?
I'd say, the funniest part, we're definitely submitting this one, and then if we can get a bigger version, this one. Except the funniest part is the 2 smallest birds were the ones that didn't fly compared to this fat, because this ostriches are flightless birds, and they're the fattest of flightless birds. So how can this be the one that flies?
How could that be the...
Oh my god.
So, quick question. What material did we use to make all of our designs?
We used 2 different types of cardboard. We used the regular cardboard that you usually find in packing crates. And then this type of cardboard, it's heavier, it's sturdier, and it's smaller compared to this. This is more paper-like, this is more plastic-like.
We're ready, and we're on wide glider mode right now. I don't think you can see that anywhere, but we are on wide glider mode again.